Well, here goes nothing. I wanted to tape this for you, girls, for the retreat, so that if you wanted to work on your own time and I wasn't around, that you could know what to do. So I have cut you a base out of cardstock. I've got black, cream, a pretty coral, and a green. I said that already. Black, cream, coral, and green. Okay. And I've got papers from Echo Park. I bought 6x6 papers that fit pretty good. I'll have enough in your kits, but then there'll also be some extra sheets that you can utilize at the retreat. So I'm just going to get started. I've cut most everything so that we can just get cooking with them. And of course, I don't have my tape, so give me just a second. We're going to have some magnets on this, and those will also be in your kit. And the easiest way will be to tape on the first magnet. Just choose which is your top, and then you'll put your magnet on there and an additional piece of tape on top to hold it in place for now. We'll take that paper off when we put on the paper we're going to want. And then on this side, we're just going to use this little metal disc. So we're going to put a piece of tape on the metal disc and stick it to that magnet. And this is going to be how we know we have it in the right place, is to put it on here and then close this and rub down. I'm sorry, I'm getting my head in the way. Okay. And then now we know that that's in the right place, and these will both be covered up by the cover paper we're going to put on. Okay. And let's flip this over and we'll start putting on the papers. I will have some printed instructions for you so that you will know the sizes and don't have to measure. But we're using, it's like the dimensions are 6, and then this section is 4, and these are a little bit, these side ones that flap over are a little bit bigger than 3 inches. And I've got the black, I've got a hole here from the paper, but I'm going to just work with it and put something there. So in your swag bags, you got some glue. You can use tape if you want, but glue is going to be much easier. And this glue that I've given you, it's called, yes, it is called Art Glitter Glue. It's one of my favorites. And you've got a little tiny tip. And I've given you a pin to hold that in there. And I'm just going around the edge, and then I'll just put a little bit in this middle. And then flip this over. And I do want my flowers going upright. I've got little vases of flowers or buckets of flowers. Okay. And you can fill a little bit of that magnet in there. Okay. So now this is my piece that is going to go here. And I chose that cute little flower cart. Okay. So some more glue on here. And my glue is being stubborn. This is an older bottle than what you guys have, and it may be trying to clog up in there. And just some on there. I am taping this. It's 70 some degrees outside. This is Tuesday, TWODASY. This is 2/22/22. And I heard somewhere Taco Tuesday, so I need tacos for dinner tonight. Okay, so I have that. Now let's go to the other side. And what I have done is I took a full piece of the paper and I folded it uneven. And what I did is I left that hole there again, which gives you an extra, I think it's an extra 1/4 of an inch. So I scored this at 3 so that when I fold, this is a little bit longer. And that's going to just go right here. And when you glue it down, you want to make sure that you don't go into that fold score line. Okay. So again, some glue. And I have rounded my corners. I'll have a corner rounder for you at the retreat that you can utilize or not. It's up to you. I usually distress everything, but for time, I am not distressing or stressing. So if you want to, at the retreat, do some distressing, that's absolutely perfect. And I'll probably have some distressing there for you. I will have. And I got to keep remembering, don't put your head in the camera. Okay. I don't know how ladies that do this on YouTube do this all the time. They must be way better organized and smarter than me. Okay. And I should have a bone folder. And I know I've got like 20 of them. This is not a bone folder, but I'm going to use this just to make sure I've got it down nice and tight. And then this fold nice. Okay. And then flip it over, take off the tape on this side. And then I thought this was a cute color for it, or just a cute paper. It's got some bows on it. So again, with the glue, and stick that over that middle piece. Now let's make sure, yep, that's good, because I don't want the bows upside down, which they almost were. Okay. And then just, and for you at the retreat, you can just get out an old credit card or a library card or, a loyalty card to kind of make things smooth. So now this is what the outside cover will look like. We're going to work on the 2 wings next. And I'll put some kind of a little jewel or gem or cutout or something on there. Okay. All right. Now, here are the pieces for the wing. So there are 2 flaps that flap in. These are 6 inches by 4 inches. And they are going to make a pocket. And I cut some paper, traced it to fit on there. I'm going to leave this plain until I decide if I want something. I don't think I do, because I'm going to put like tags in the pocket. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to glue on these 2 cover papers that will cover up that flap and kind of jazz it up a little bit. making sure I'm not going into that, the crease or the score, so that this will fold in okay. And that doesn't match up, that doesn't matter, because you're not going to see it. Probably should cut this to match, however, right down here. Just trim that off just a little, because that could hamper the folding in. Okay, right. And let's do the same with the other side. Let's see if we need to cut that before we put it on there. It looks like a little bit could come off of it. Right. And now the glue. This glue dries very fast, so don't put it on and then come back to it and think it's going to be okay, because it won't be. I just dropped this. Of course, it went face down onto my floor. That's oh so neat and tidy. There's not a scrap of anything on it. Haha. Okay. So now we've got those, and now we'll flip this over, and we will glue on this to make the pocket. Okay. So what I'm going to do is only put glue on the bottom, a really thin strip, and up here, and up here, and then place that on that pocket. And again, I want to make sure that I'm not covering up that score line. Okay. And I did not corner round my corners. Let's do that. Sorry, I keep putting my gray hair in the camera. All right. Didn't do that very good. And of course, my really good crocodile corner rounder is in the house, and I'm not going all the way in the house for it. There we go. This one is being really stinky. All right, let's corner around these before we've got it on there. And again, let's do this. Put the glue just around the edges. Keeping that open because it's going to be a pocket, remember? And then that goes on, making sure that we're not over that score line so that it will fold in. And the nice thing too about this glue is it does dry clear. So you can see I've got some glue there. It'll go away. All right, so now this folds in, this folds up, and this, did I do that? No, wait, did I do that backwards? I did. Upside down. Isn't that nice? Because this, you know what? I've got it inside out and upside down. Yes, indeed. There. Oh my gosh. Okay, stop laughing. All right, so in, out, this opens, pockets, and we can put some tags in here. You can't see them very well because black on black. And then I have this for the center. Let's glue that on. Now I've got several patterns of papers, and I hope you will all play nicely because everyone's not getting the same paper. So you can barter, trade, swap, whatever. And please feel free, if you've got paper you want to use, go ahead, use it. Okay, so this goes right in the center. Oh, Pat. Honestly. Okay, it's a good thing that dries clear. Okay, so to close it, this flops in, this in, that up, that down, and it does have the magnet in there that will keep it from opening up. So now my thought is use this for the retreat. If you take some photos, we can have some journaling up here. I've got some cute little pieces of journaling that I'm thinking I'll put up there. You can put some small photos here, and I'm going to have my small printer that will print photos for us, and then photos there. Again, the tags in here with photos on it, or journaling. We can have some photos here, a photo up there if you use this little flower piece like that. You can actually put another piece of paper on the back. I don't have a big enough piece. These are some of my leftovers. But, oh, and I did neglect that on here, one more thing. Sorry about my head. I'm going to do some pockets on mine. I am going to roll these corners and put them on here. I'll show you what this will be like. So putting on the glue, just right on that edge, just a thin strip of glue. Let's put that right there. And let that dry before you put any tags in it. And then do the same on this side. You'd be amazed at how much you can use photos and journaling in a little book like this. And, you know, I don't do so much traditional scrapbooking anymore because I've just become really a fan of these little event books. When I had kids, or, you know, we did big trips, I would do traditional scrapbooking, but most of my trips are quick and short, and I love doing just a quick mini album. I hope you'll like it. But so now this flips over. Let's hope I've got it right. Let's take out a couple of these tags. So they will go right down in here like this. And you'll have to make sure they're not too long. These would be a little long. Are these shorter? Nope. Let's put these back in here. But when you cut your tag shape, you'll use like a shorter tag on that to slide down in there, and then that'll flip up. And you've got a good 1/4 inch binding here that will let you fill this up pretty good with photos and different things. Okay, and I am looking and I see that this is stopping it from folding, so I'm probably going to go back and I'll trim that. 4-inch down a little bit. Okay, that's basics. I think you'll have fun doing this. All right, ta-ta. See you at the retreat.